Hi everyone. Today we have, or I'm Kelton. Today we have Matt Hanifin from Laguna Beach Fire Department, and he is a firefighter EMT, and we're going to be interviewing him and asking him some questions. So, first off, would you like to introduce yourself, or do you have anything that you would want to start off with?
Sure, I would love to. Hi, my name is Matt. We had a little bit of I'm going to use my iPhone to shoot a picture on my iPad to show you my little PowerPoint. We couldn't get it to work, but we're going to make it work, and we'll just figure it out from there. I have about a 15-minute presentation, and then I will walk you around our station. I'll walk you around all of our tools, our trucks. But if they do get a call, I'm actually sitting in the back of our rescue right now. If there is something that happens, we'll just adjust and make it work from there. So here's my little PowerPoint. Again, my name is Matt Hanifin. I have been in EMS and fire. I am 39 years old. I have an associate's degree that I got in 2002. I got into firefighting back in 9/11. Right after that, I changed my degree in college and decided to just try to go become a firefighter. I've been doing this job for 19 years. I have been in fire for 15 years. I have 5 years working in the trauma room at a level 1 hospital. In this presentation, I'm going to walk you through car accidents, calls that we've gone on, multiple different things of what I've seen over the years. And at the end, I have some questions that I would love to take from you guys. And then I have a couple of generalized questions that I took. So here we have a rollover semi that happened last week from the winds. And this one over here is me on a semi fire. I just took a little selfie, a little something special there. Here's in the back of the rescue. I can give you guys a quick little spin here. That's where we're sitting at right now. And this is just our life pack monitor and just a gurney. Here's a little slow motion play of. And we have 4 different females that work with us that I would trust them with my life. There are 38 of us, and 4 of them are female. Here is this is one of our helicopters that landed to take a patient. Here's a car fire that we were on. I'm on the back. This is just a little car accident. This is a bigger car accident. This happened about 3 weeks ago. This is one of our fire training schools. This is a propane tank. I don't know if you guys can see that. What happens is they ignite the propane tank, and our job is to put out the fire before the tank explodes. So there's a pretty good video that I can send in, and you guys could look that over. It's pretty awesome. This is me at a fireworks show. We were just watching for any fires. This is a video of a fire that we were on. And then you guys won't be able to hear any of the sounds. This is another fire that I was on. That was the leftover remnants of it. And this is me working at UNM Hospital. I was a trauma tech for about 5 years. I got out about 5 years ago. I've been out of Laguna now for roughly about 5 years. This is during the pandemic, lately with COVID. Every single call that we go on, no matter if it's a car accident or if we're, every single call we have to wear a face shield, an N95 mask, and a gown. And that's just how it's been now for about the last 8 months. And it's been, it's added some really challenges into our job. But, at the end of the day, it's really, truly about just helping others and just making an impact and changing, and sometimes you gotta have some fun and, you gotta get some smiles once in a now, because it's not always. Here's a car versus a train that happened about 2 years ago. Another little fire on the freeway. This is a house fire that happened, I would say about, there it is, the date, 12/28/2020. They put their ashes from their fireplace outside, and it caught their home on fire. They didn't put the ashes far away from the house. This is back in 2016 when I went to a national disaster training in FEMA. They taught me how to, handle and treat high risk exposures. It was really pretty amazing training. It was literally like if a bomb went off, they really taught you how to decon and keep yourself safe and do your best to, but these suits were pretty much are self-contained. There's little air packs in the back. I don't really have a really good picture, but you have your own air system that will circulate inside. And it was really, really cool training. It was like about a 2-week training out in Alabama. Here's PHI that landed, a rollover that happened. It's my firefighter gear. And we're gonna go into like some of the tools of firefighting, and then I will walk you guys through, what tools we have, and we'll go about that here in a second. So I don't know if you guys can read this. Of course we have fire engine, fire rescues, ladder trucks, multiple different things. Our main thing is we're gonna have bunker gear, helmet, jacket, pants, fire boots, gloves, and a hood. All these things are fire resistant. We have an SCBA, which is a self-contained breathing apparatus. This breathing apparatus I have a video here shortly of me getting in an SCBA. Tools of the trade, we have ladders, hoses, axes, hand tools, power tools, saws, spreaders, cutters, lights, extinguishers, thermal imaging. We have so many different tools that we can use here's one of our engines. These are cutters and spreaders. Just a ladder on the back of this truck. PV fan to blow out some smoke in somebody's home. Here's my gear all laid out. I will, here in a second, play basically our gear weighs 59 pounds of what we have, and we get wet on top of it. We add another 10, 15 pounds. And it can get extremely, extremely tough. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear this, but we'll try this. Hold on 1 second, guys. Turn my Bluetooth off. Can you still hear me? Hi, guys. I'm going to show you now how to put on an SCBA. I'm going to show you how to, which is a self-contained breathing apparatus. I'm going to show you how to put on our bunker gear. First, you're going to put on your fire hood. You're going to step into your bunkers, pants. You're going to put on your jacket. You're going to zip up your jacket. You're going to fold it over. Make sure your neck is protected. Then you're going to fold your hood over the top. Then you're going to come down to your SCBA. You're going to turn it on. I'm going to put it on. Had a little problem finding my strap. Gotta find the strap. Tighten your straps down. Barbara, put your mask on. Tighten your mask. Put your hood back over your mask. Make sure there's no space anywhere. Perfect. You're going to put your helmet on. Tighten the strap. And then you're going to go on oxygen. Then you're going to go on oxygen here. This is your little setup. You're going to have gloves on. Got it in my pocket. That's an SCBA for you guys. And a full bunker here. You guys have a great day. So if you guys heard that little beeping at the end, what can happen is when you don't move, say if a firefighter goes down, that beeping when I jumped up and down, what that beeping does, it's an alarm that will lead you, if you go down and you're hurt, so other firefighters can find you by sound. So it goes off by motion. It'll reset itself by motion. That's why I jumped up and down, just so you guys know. So how to become a firefighter? Originally I didn't even have any aspirations to become a firefighter at all. I wanted to do psychology, and it really truly changed after 9/11, and I just made a whole life change. The biggest thing that I've seen that a lot of people cannot become firefighters is getting in trouble. You get arrested, DUIs, drug use will not make it a very easy transition into firefighting. Anything like that shows on your record makes it almost close to impossible to get in. The first major step that I would recommend people to do would go get your EMT basic. You can go get your EMT basic from any community college, and it would take about 6 months, and it's a great stepping stone. You get your EMT basic, you can go work on an ambulance, you can go work in a hospital, you can even go volunteer somewhere and just get the experience there for a couple months, and then really just start feeling out if this truly is what you want to do. Because that's really the big thing, is you get into it and you're like, oh, maybe I don't like this. I work 48 hours straight. I'm off for 96 hours. So the hours are rough. It's extremely tough on families. You just got to figure out what works best for you. Oh, we have a question. Does that mean I have to click it? Oh. Will they allow you to join if you have anything on your medical health record? Okay. So yes. So I'll talk about myself. I have PTSD from many years of doing this job. It's okay. It's okay to have some problems. And like the biggest thing is really to truly make sure that you have outlets for your problems. Like for me, it'd be fishing or going out camping, and really counseling, talking it's all okay. It's really, truly okay. So just because you have depression or if you have something, it's really okay. I promise. So here's some questions that, wait, hold on. Oh no, sorry. Questions. Oh, what did I do? All right, I guess I screwed it up. So questions like, why did I become a firefighter? I kind of went over that a little bit. It was mostly because of 9/11. What is the best thing about my job? I think, the best thing about my job truly is, it's kind of like the thing that everybody talks about is, it's, a glorified job, but truly, I really love my job. I love medicine. I love to make a difference. What is the toughest part about my job? I would say the toughest part about my job is, being away from family, not getting to go do certain things, missing holidays because you're at work. I'm at work for 2 days straight that I'm off for. So like the last couple Christmases I've missed the last couple Thanksgivings, and it can really wear out a family and a relationship. But you got to take it with the job. What are my hobbies away from work to make me feel normal? Again, I have a fishing boat, and I go out and I fish. Is really what makes me feel like normal. All right, so that is my little presentation. I think I had another question here. How far do I travel for calls? So in my district, I have a 45-mile radius that we cover. There are 3 different stations for us, and my closest hospital is an hour and a half away. So we don't fly a lot of people out through the helicopter, but we are doing 3-hour transportations to go into town and back. So I can take a couple more questions from you guys if you want, and I can walk you guys around the fire station here. So here's another question. What did you enjoy about being an AEMT? What made you realize you want to do it more? So here, let me flip the screen around so you guys can see me. So being an EMT in the beginning, I didn't know I wanted to be a firefighter. Ooh, can you hear me? Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. I didn't know I had no idea. And it was really just a trial and error. I was young and I didn't know. But what made me really want to do it is going and just trying it. You watch it on TV, and if you have a passion to help people and make a difference, I would recommend to go become a nurse, go, do something in the medicine field. I mean, it's really rewarding. Let's see if we have another question here. Have you ever had to rescue and handle kids in shock? Yeah, I have. So, I've had many, many, many calls with kids, and they're never easy. Shock can be many different kinds of shock. There's trauma, there's cardiac shock, there's, multiple. But yes, I have seen many things with children, and it's never an easy call. And it's sometimes things that will stay with you for a very long time. And those are the kind of things that you need to have methods to cope with what you see and what you do, and not to use negative coping factors like drinking, drugs. It will literally take you down a really bad rabbit hole. And that's why I like to fish and keep myself busy. Let's see. What is the salary? Okay. So salary for me, I am an EMT intermediate. So it goes EMT basic, EMT intermediate. So an EMT intermediate can get a fair amount more drugs. I can do IVs. EMT basics cannot do IVs. Then above me is a paramedic. So paramedics can do a fair amount more of scope. They can do a lot more cardiac drugs. They can intubate, which is a tube down your throat. But salary is about $53,000 for me. But it really depends on where you're working at. Some of the bigger places you can make, endless amounts of money because you just work overtime. If I wanted to and never go home, I could just work overtime over and over and over again. What did you enjoy about being an EMT? Oh, I think I answered that one. Okay. All right. So I think I answered all the questions. I think what I'll do is I'll walk you guys around and show you guys around. I think.
Hey, Matt, can you
Yes, sir.
tell us where Laguna is? Because for us up here in Washington, we may not understand exactly where you're at or what your population is like.
Sure, I would love to. I work about 30 miles. I'm in Albuquerque. I'm in New Mexico. So I am actually like 35 minutes west of Albuquerque. I have about 45 miles of freeway. I am actually on a native reservation. I have 3 different reservations. Here I have, it's called Laguna, I have Acoma, and I have To'Hajiilee, which is Navajo. So I have a wide variety of different people, characteristics. It's really been a really a really crazy, eye-opening experience working out here on the reservation, especially during COVID. It's really been pretty crazy. So let me show you guys around. So this is, oh, hold on, let me swing this around here. So this is inside of our rescue. This is a life packet. So here's one of our engines. We have 5 different engines. We have 4 different rescues. This is just a 2-seater. Up here, we control all of the water from all of the every different discharges. They all be controlled by these little levers right here. Or I can step up here. I just don't know if the sun's going to be too bright. In here is the engineer's compartment. We have different hoses to refill. We have our fire extinguishers, all our different nozzles and straightbore nozzles. Up here is our extra SCBA. So whenever we use a tank on our SCBAs, last about 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Some guys can go forever. I cannot, but they can last about 30 minutes, and you just you can put a new one in there. PPE fan. I'm gonna have one of the guys show you how to use the spreaders here in a second. Spreaders and cutters to get into cars. Chainsaw. This is the first one right here. This is called a K12. It's the cut metal. You can use and cut roofs as well. This is the light. Just some of our tools. This is a generator. And over here is our brush truck. This brush truck has a nozzle in the front. You could literally just drive and spray water as you go. It's pretty interesting. Hold on one second. Let me go. I'll walk you through the engine, or I'll walk you through our. This is our living quarters. I'm gonna peek in your room real fast. All right, I'm gonna have you show some cutters here in a sec. If you could, that'd be awesome. Sounds good. Just another room. And there's another room in here. This is just our kitchen. And then in through here is a gym that we can work out. Another question. Looks pretty sunny there. It is very sunny here. You know, I grew up in Oregon, and it is very, very sunny here all the time. We just had a pretty good snowstorm though. All right, I'm gonna show you guys some cutters real fast, and I think I will cut you guys free here. Here's the other side of the rescue. So SCBAs, so like when we're driving around, we keep our gear inside of our rescue. 2 sets of SCBAs, bunker gear, and then another set of cutters in the rescue, because usually the rescue will beat the engine there. The rescue can go about 85. The engine on the other side can only go about 60, 65. So this is Isaac. He's just going to show you a little demonstration about cutters. These are completely wireless. They have batteries in them. We use these. These are cutters. They actually will cut door frames or door panels on cars to let somebody out of the car to get them free. If you want to show them how to open it and close it. So, perfect. I appreciate you, sir. Pun, well done. But you guys, if you guys have any other questions, I can answer them. But I love showing you guys around. If you guys ever have any questions, I will give my email to the teachers. You guys are more than welcome to call me, send me an email. You can even text me. That's fine. I will answer what I can with what I can. I'd love. All All right, any more questions? Of course, you're very, very welcome, guys. And, you know, again, if there's anything I could do for you in the future, please let me know. I'd love to help you.
Okay, Matt. Well, we got a couple more minutes.
Okay.
Kelton, you got any questions on your list that we didn't cover? Because Matt was pretty thorough and it was a great tour.
I have one. What is one life skill that if anyone would need to be successful as a firefighter or EMS, what would that life skill be?
Life skill. You know, I would say a life skill, important life skill would be, you know, I would say it's really important that, especially in our job, you never, you know, it's okay to not, like, every day is going to be different. Like, you're not going to have a textbook answer to anything, because you really just have to think on the fly and do with what you have when you have it. And it's really hard to really teach somebody that. You could be so smart in a book, and that's great to have, but being able to transition that book smarts into actual using it under stress and being scared and being nervous. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I'm still can get nervous. I can still get scared, and that's okay. Like, it's okay to be that. And in the rest of your life, guys, you're gonna have the same. Oh, you're still gonna have the same problems. You're still gonna have the same things, and it's okay to not be okay, and to figure out your life. And even for me, I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen after this, and this is all I know. I love it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All right. Anything else?
Okay. Anything else?
Hey, Matt, can you maybe share what your most difficult call for you was, and what your support strategies were from your job after that, and how those kind of came into play? You talked about that a little bit.
Yeah, you know, that's a really hard question to ask somebody in our field, because, you know, what bothers me and then what bothers somebody else is going to be completely different. And, you know, I have many calls that stay with me, and, you know, I think the hardest call I've had was a kid that was ejected out of a car, and that stays with me forever. Like, that doesn't leave. And my support system is definitely friends, family, work. You know, having a good system of, you know, seeing a counselor, talking to a counselor, and, you know, being okay with not, like I said before, being okay with, you know, maybe depression or PTSD, and I'm still functioning just fine. It's okay. I would say that, you know, a lot of us, there's a majority of us that do have, you know, some kind of PTSD, some kind of image that sticks in our head, and we really try our best to just work through it, and we rely on each other for support, and to, you know, use what we've seen in the past to teach new people coming in how to treat that, how to, you know, that scenario, what we went through, and just you have to support each other, and that's the brotherhood, that's the sisterhood of being a firefighter. It's really hard to explain to somebody, you know, what really happens behind closed doors here, but they're literally family, and it's pretty amazing.